WTAP looks back on this day in history in today's We the People, celebrating 250 years.
On May 30th, 1868, by proclamation of Major General John A. Logan of the Grand Army of the Republic, a Union Army veterans group, the first widespread Decoration Day is held to honor those who died in defense of their country during the late rebellion. Logan's declaration lays the groundwork for what would become the federal holiday of Memorial Day.
A moment to reflect, a time to remember. Join WTAP in celebrating We the People. Watch This Day in History every day on WTAP News at 6, proudly sponsored by WVU Medicine Camden Clark.